Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back, SimUK here. This is Evil Genius 2. For part of this episode, I will be recording my audio over the top of some pre-recorded stuff, so maybe about 20 minutes or so. But I actually found a game save from about 20 minutes from now, so we'll be continuing from there with actual live commentary, which should theoretically make more sense than currently it does. I'm sorry about that. There's not much else I could do. I couldn't go back any further than I have done. Right, so right now at this stage we're trying to get as many of these criminal networks set up as possible, and we're trying to get as much money coming in as possible without generating too much heat. I've tried a few different techniques. What I've discovered is that by increasing the criminal networks and having less of them, that actually works better. Although, excuse me, although having just recorded the end of this episode that we're starting now, I actually know, kind of weirdly, in a sort of oxymoron-esque kind of way, that things are going to get very interesting by the end of this episode. And that wonderful, I mean, if you check out the amount of heat that we've generated, it's super duper low. But there's some frustrating things with this game. For example, you see here, if I click on that and I actually action that, there's a massive delay between when it completes and when it tells you it's completed. So when you go back and look at the world stage, sometimes it looks like what you've just paid 25,030,000 gold for doesn't actually work. But they do work, it's just there's a massive delay. Oh God, look at this. More level 2 investigators. Don't worry, we'll absolutely build something that deals with all level 1, 2 and 3 level investigators. No problem whatsoever. 5 level 3 investigators we'll deal with. So I'm trying to fill up the gold. This is the thing. And there's so much building that needs to happen and so many expenses that need to be covered that finances need to be improved. So there's an awful lot that needs to be done. You can see I've stripped out all these rooms. I've moved all of the power somewhere else. We'll deal with the medical labs as well today. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to do today. There's a lot of things that's going to have to be built and improved. Yes. Let's begin the chat. We've got to hold a discussion. So that would be the first thing up here. How many seconds? 300 seconds we have to hold a discussion at the conference table. That's not too difficult. We could do that. You can see all the scientists coming in very eagerly, waiting to hear what their leader has to say. Now, I don't think he needs to be sat down, but I think he's just going to hang around in the area whilst I come in and chat. I'm sure I'll be here any minute. I'm a genius. You've got to give geniuses these bit of leeway. Here I come to save the day.
You're running out of gold. Maybe rob a bank?
What?
It's a pretty cool table. I like it. So yeah, there's a photo op there probably. Like I say, I mean, even in this room I cannot get down to ground level anymore, which is so weird because before the game released, I could. And if you look at some of my previous pictures, you can see how low they're taken from. It's quite frustrating that it's stuck on this height buffer thing now. It wasn't like that before the game released, so I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if they've done it intentionally or whether it was an accident, but I don't appreciate it at all. I'll be completely honest with you, as I always am. That's something I wish they hadn't done, and I hope they resolve quickly. I've got to make him sit down at the table to increase his vitality, so we know how to do that. He'll be fine in no time. But again, there are a load of problems that I'm starting to notice that weren't there before. For example, when you've got difficult level agents in the base, okay, I've let the cat out of the bag. We're going to get attacked by some big agents today. And when you go and attack them, sometimes your genius, your henchman, they either get stuck and try and walk through a wall that they can't walk through, or they do whatever they want. Like, for example, if one of your units is getting their ass kicked and they're going to die, instead of moving away to safety, which is what you've asked them to do, they'll physically move themselves back and get themselves into trouble. And they'll get into trouble and they'll die so quickly that there is nothing you can do to stop them, because you've already moved them away from the fight once and told them not to get involved. But they just go and do it anyway. And they're both idiots. I really... genius my foot. They're both idiots. Simple as that. Anyway, with that teeny tiny mini little rant out the way, let's focus on what we're doing today. That rhymed. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. So this is the most important thing that we need to do right now, is upgrade our criminal networks to level 2. Because if we don't do that, we can't complete any of the missions that we've got on the cards today. So that's a bit of a pain in the arse. Goodness me, it seems like such a long time ago. I've had to ditch so much content. I've had to ditch that I'm a bit out of sorts. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, surely that's not right. I did this so long ago. I am so far ahead of where we currently are looking at. If you don't know the story, I recorded 9 hours. I had one day to record videos. The wife was going to take the kids out for a nice day out, and I was going to stay in and just record videos all day. And after they'd been out for they'd been out for longer than 20 minutes, but I was 20 minutes into my first video and they rang. So I muted the mic. I don't know why I did that. I never do that. Then I forgot to unmute it when I finished the conversation. And as a result, I've got 9 hours of footage with 20 minutes of microphone audio. So that's why I'm talking over this one and not really telling you what's going on. I'm trying to. It's just, such a long time ago. I can't remember what I was thinking. And so much has happened since then. I definitely recommend increasing your henchmen's morale, vitality and smarts, by the way. That's something that is going to become very important pretty quickly. So, yes, the discussion is nearly over.
As you wish.
The discussion is nearly complete. Superlative. Excellent. Superb. It's strange the way the French speak. No offence, I don't mean any offence by that, but, they really enunciate things, don't they? In Britain, I think, sometimes I feel like we really enunciate things, and maybe the Queen does. Oh, Charles, pass me the salt. Like that. Pass me the tomato ketchup. But I mean, even that isn't enunciated in the same way that the French speak. The French are like, enchanté, mon ami. I can't speak French, you may have noticed. At the end of the day, the way they speak is, it's like there's more passion to it. They give each word that little bit of je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi. Do you understand what I mean? That's what I was saying anyway. I didn't mean to be offensive. If I offended you, then I apologise. That wasn't my intention. It's just when I speak French, I feel like I have to really give it a little bit of extra baked beans, which for a long time, I'm going totally off on a tangent here because I can't remember what I was doing during this game. So screw this game, stick this game up your bum. We're going to talk about me and my journey through French. My French teacher at school was a very nice woman, but nobody liked her very much. I think she actually hated English people. Even though she was English herself, she'd lived in France for so long, she said that she'd actually forgotten how to speak English, which I thought was incredible. But that's what she said. She came back to England and she was like, I don't remember how to speak English. And I think she really wanted to be French. And she looked like it. I don't want to be rude to the lady, but I mean, I can only tell you the truth. And the truth is that if you imagine a 1940s French hooker, that's what my French teacher looked like. I mean, she had so much schlap on. She must have had neck muscles like Mike Tyson. That's how she looked. I mean, she was a really nice person, I think, really. But genuinely, it came across that she hated English people. I think her main issue was that we would speak French in an English way, in a lazy English way. So instead of saying, bonjour, mon ami, ça va? We'd say, bonjour, mon ami, ça va? And she'd be like, no, this is not the French way. And she'd get really annoyed with us. But that's what I mean. That's basically in a very long, sort of elongated, loads of rubbish thrown in there kind of way. That's what I mean by the way that the French speak. They really do elongate and enunciate their words in a way that in Britain we haven't got the time or the patience for, to be perfectly frank with you. I'm sure there are plenty of like, for example, I don't know what. That's the English way of saying it. I don't know what. You know, there's something wrong with you. I don't know what. In France, it's, you know, je ne sais quoi. These are the differences. That's what I'm talking about. I wasn't intending to offend anybody. Anyway, right, we're putting a wall up there because we're trying to make this look more like a bedroom area, because it was a bit open. You know, it was like in the cafeteria. It's like people had just set up bunks in a cafeteria. It didn't look right. So we're going to change all of that today. All of that is going to be improved. It's going to be fixed up. We're going to unlock some new stuff. The new stuff is going to go in. It's going to be fantastic. Everybody's going to be excited by it. It's going to make everyone happier. We're not going to have minions deserting. We're not going to have any problems. Everyone's going to be happy. It's going to be great. I'm very excited to show you that in today's episode. At least I think it's today's episode, because I'm looking at the mission things up there, and do you know what? It might be the next mission. I might be giving you, oh dear, I'm a little concerned now that I'm giving you insights into the next episode, which I didn't actually realise I was recording. I thought I was still recording this episode, but it looks like we're going to get to the end of this episode and then go do the next episode. I'm very much concerned now. I'm very much concerned now. I don't know what's going on. Not that I really think I had any clear definition of what was going on prior to this conversation beginning, but now I'm almost convinced that I don't know what the bloody hell's going on, and I'm completely lost. Bearing in mind, I recorded this a week ago, and there's like 9 hours of additional content and progress that happened after this video was recorded. And my brain is kind of there, so I'm 9 hours ahead of you, and looking back on what I did, and I'm like, I have no idea why I'm doing any of these things. Oh, level 2 agents. They are so easy to deal with. I convert this room into a very simple room, but it's very effective. It has 3 doors in it, and probably about 12 freeze rays or something like that. It works really well. And what's the best thing about it, although I haven't really explored it yet, is the ability to upgrade it and change it and twist it and change it to suit what needs to be done. So we need to upgrade these things to level 2. By the way, I was getting a bit annoyed that the Criminal Networks didn't tell you what level the Criminal Network was. But if you look at the actual image of it, it's the bars. That's what tells you what level it is. So you see that one's got 1 bar, that one's got 1 bar. Do you see it there where the mouse was just then? That's how you know if it's a level 1, a level 2, a level 3, or a level 4 network. And it took me a while to recognise that that's how they're identified, but I'm not too keen with it. I think just in the title they should tell you.
Complete this construction.
I know, they're being all arty-farty, and here I am dumping on their artistic licence. But, you know, that's just how I feel. I don't like it very much. Okay, so we're desperate for cash right now. That's what we're doing. because we're hitting everything for cash. So that one's hot. That one's gonna any second now. There you go.
Scheme has succeeded.
Scheme has succeeded. You see how that was immediate? As soon as it got to 100% and completed, it told us that the scheme had been completed. But quite often, there's quite a noticeable long delay between when that happens and when they tell you about it. And that has quite a few times tricked me into doing exactly the same thing a second time. And that really irritates me. So I hope they fix that. I hope that's something that they're aware of and are fixing. Because as you may or may not know, I am part of the quote-unquote Genius Insider group, which means I get to talk to somebody. I don't know who they are. I don't think it's the developers directly. I get to talk to somebody via Discord and tell them about the bugs and stuff that I've noticed. So I try and do that. Nobody ever responds to anything you say. They don't like me in there because I got the embargo all back to front and upside down. Completely got the wrong end of it and had to delete all my videos and just start again. So it's not really been the most wonderful run through. Oh, here we go. Move. That's not big enough now, is it? We need a couple more squares there, buddy. Good job. Right, now we can move it. Slap that in there. Looking good. So we're going to convert this, what was the power storage area and prison, into a hospital, a coffee room, and a sleeping area for minions. It's going to be much better. Everyone's going to be much happier. And I'm going to put this door back in here, and I'm going to get rid of this one. Oh, that's very smart. Using the door so that we don't have to sell one and buy a new one. That's some good work there, sir. Well done. All right, we'll confirm that. Nice. So that's going to make life a lot easier. That door that's down there by the guard room, that needs to go. But yeah, we're going to convert all this. We're going to expand the sleeping area because the beds are almost completely full now. Chocker all the time. We're going to put a few more of these in as well. That's very smart. So that'll get us some more minions. The more minions you have, the more you can do in less time. This is good stuff. This is very good stuff. Very neat, very tidy, very organised. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes, that's beautiful. And what we haven't done, which is what we normally do, is try and maximise what we can fit in a small space. Instead, what we've done is do what we can and make it look nice. That's perfect. Yeah, there we go. And then we can convert that into an eating area. There's not that many people sat there eating, but there's enough to warrant improving it and making it better.
A scheme has succeeded.
A scheme has succeeded. There you go. 0 suspicion, 0 skill, 0 resolve. They're all going home. They're all going home, and I haven't even built my wonderful deception room yet. Wait till you see that. It's a sight to behold. So, it feels like I've been doing a voiceover for this particular video for about 13 hours now. And I'm pretty tired of it. And I'm trying to remember
Scheme has succeeded.
the progress that we've made. We're only on January 26th. And I know, because I checked earlier, because I was trying to see whether or not the game save file that I had was suitable or not. This video goes on until flipping February the 3rd. So there's still more than a week of stuff. I can't believe this. There's more than a week of stuff going to happen on the back end of this, which is crazy. Yeah, that's not going to work, dude. That's not going to work. I remember doing this now. You're going to have to move all those beds. And I remember at the time I got really quite annoyed with myself because I thought, oh, I'll just put some blocks down there. It'll be fine. It won't be fine. The bed will not sit in that position. So now, not only am I going to have to cancel those, I'm going to have to move them all. Now, this goes back to something I said during my review. It would be so much better if I could drag and select all of those together and move them in one. That's a feature I think they really need to add to this game, because this is something that has to happen so many times that would really make life easier. That being said, and I said this in my review as well, I think this has one of the best mechanics for building that I've ever seen. I think it's absolutely superb. It's almost perfect, but for a few things like what I just mentioned. And they're not even like bugs or issues so much as quality of life improvements that could be made for, I wouldn't say relatively easily, because it's probably quite involved what I'm asking them to do. But having said that, you know, they've already proven and shown that they're more than capable of doing that kind of thing. It's not like a small company here. We're talking about Rebellion. Rebellion have made some of the most advanced, impressive games the world has ever seen. I'm thinking, of course, of Sniper Elite and what they did with that and how impressive that whole game is. And everything they do impresses me, but this is definitely one area I think they ought to consider
I want you
improving.
to distract that intruder if you can find him.
Yes, got 3 little agents coming in. They're not going to be a
Scheme
problem.
has succeeded.
They're not going to be a problem for us. They're nowhere near skilled enough to take us on. Oh my gosh, January 26th. We've a long way to go, guys, before I take over. Now, the problem I think I have here is upgrading, so it's upgrading units or networks. What I didn't understand, I think, for a while was that the radio signal is limited. So you cannot...
You've run out of power. Build more generators.
Look, we could do that one as well. I actually found a mission that we could do in order to tick some stuff off the box.
You're running low on power.
There we go. Let's go back to it.
More generators.
Now we can do it. Fantastic. Thank you so much. So that's the first investigation of weapon sites on the world stage. There's 2 more of those to do. We have to interrogate 5 agents.
Ignore this intruder.
So rather smartly, it looks like I've actually finally engaged my brain. What we're going to do is ignore these agents. We're not going to tag them. And I've discovered as well that if you... There's an unlock that allows you to automatically tag agents when they're found within a certain location, be that by camera or by valets or by yourself or whatever. So as soon as you see them in, say, the casino area, you can immediately tag them to be distracted. Now, that's great, but there's a problem. And the problem is, like now, where I've asked my units to ignore him because I want him to come far enough into the base that we can attack him and secure him and take him to prison and then interrogate him. So if, however, you do that, the auto-tagging thing will re-tag him again. So let's say, for example, he steps either into this area here, gets freeze raid, and then goes back out again. If that happens, he will be re-tagged, which is not really what you want to happen. Now, if he's heading this way, that's not going to be a problem. But over the other side of the base, the other side of the casino, where the valets and everybody sleep and eat and do all that kind of stuff, if he steps foot inside there and then comes back into the casino heading over this way, he will be re-tagged again there. So it's a bit of a problem. I kind of feel like there needs to be, you see where the 3 buttons are here, where you've got the kill them, detain them and distract them buttons. I kind of feel like there needs to be a 4th button there that, that purely says ignore. Allow them to come into the base. Or even, better still, perhaps, is the option to say, when you click on detain them, only detain them out of sight of the casino, that kind of thing. But to be fair, and I've said this as well, I mean, I'm starting to notice more and more issues with this game the more I play it, but so far, the casino has not made me a single penny. Not one. It doesn't seem to be working. If you go into the details and look at the cover operation, it's always 0. And I've tried so many different things in order to get that to actually make some money, but it just never works. So I assume it's broken, and that is a bit of a concern because long term, that could be such a huge difference to the game. It's supposed to make you money. That's why it's in the financial stats. And if it did start making you money, then the whole financial limitation of the game as it currently exists would be dramatically changed, because you must be talking at least 1,000 a day, presumably, for a casino. So yeah, right, this guy is about to get detained. He's far enough into the base now. I don't want him going back out, so let's detain him, please. Let's detain him, please. Anyone listening to me?
A scheme has succeeded.
Right, there's a guard right there. Detain him, guard. Guard, detain him. Sim, click the damn button. Click the damn button. He's surrounded by guards. Click the button. Detain him. Detain him. He needs to be detained right now. Hello.
You see
Thank
the
you.
intruder? Capture them.
Gosh, that took some doing. Right, it's got 4 guards around him. I bet you he still gets out of that somehow.
Your minions are in combat.
Right, so I'm finally unlocking the ability to upgrade our criminal networks to level 2. That's good. Here's another thing that irritates me. 5 guards attacked that man. He's going to be detained and taken to the prison, but none of the 5 guards took him. Instead, that job has been given to somebody else. Look, even that guard walked past him. What's going on? Ah, right. In this instance, it's our henchman who's going to take him, which is arguably okay. But I would say that's a job for a guard, not for the henchman. Because let's say a level 6 agent turned up. I need my henchman. I don't want my henchman to be taking a lowly level 2 agent to my base, to my prison. I don't need him to be doing that job. There are hundreds of other things I would much rather he be doing than that. Okay, so rant over. Rant over until the next one. Gosh, time is slipping by, isn't it? This must be a much longer episode than I realised. We got 6 days, 6 more days of me voice-overing this episode. Whole bunch of stuff going on there. Right, that looked like I started investigating a second of the weapon sites on the world stage, so that's good. We've got 1 agent coming into the base to be interrogated, so that's good. I need 4 more though. We've only got 2 prisons. I'll fix that in a bit, don't worry. And we've still got to move. Oh my gosh. Are we still at this point? Seriously? We're still at the point that we don't have... Oh my gosh, so much has to happen. So much has to happen to get you up to date with where I've been. Oh my gosh. Right. So what's going to happen is we're going to unlock the next tier of power supply, because power is a constant problem right now. We've only got 6 units of power, and I'm going to expand the whole research area. There is so much. Oh man, I have achieved so much in this episode. In this one episode, so much happens.
Not enough gold to complete
Look
this
at that.
construction.
Look at that. I've just slammed in 3 extra whiteboards. That's some good scientific research opportunity right there. 2 of them are going to go in, and 1 of them isn't.
An agent has been subdued and captured.
Fantastic. Let's go and interrogate that agent, please, because that is part of our mission. And you can see that we've uncovered 14 out of 100 units worth of Havoc's true location, so we're working on that. That's something that's coming slowly but surely.
leave this intruder alone if you see them, that is.
A trap has been triggered.
So that'll be agent number 2 coming in.
I want that intruder captured.
So I need
Hunt them
to
down.
I need to improve my prison so that we've got at least 4 prisons. I think is the minimum amount that we need. Gosh, my phone case is falling apart. Need to go and glue that. Getting distracted. My gosh. How can I imagine that anyone's enjoying watching this?
Interrogation success.
I can't even watch it
An
myself.
agent has given us
Come on,
their
guys. Beat the
secrets.
crap out of that guy. He's a do-gooder. Get him.
Your minions are
Get
in
him. Take that. And that. And one of the kick to the groin. Nice. Oh, wow. He's actually taken one of our... He killed one of our guards. His vitality is only 10, for goodness sakes. Come on. Got there in the end. Got there in the end, and at least this time one of the guards is taking him. That's good. That's what you're there for, guards. Get stuck in, give him a slap, and take him to the prison. Nice work. Nice work, gentlemen. Well done.
A scheme has succeeded.
So I think I'm thinking about power. Power is a constant problem for us, and I need to convert all of those power generators into nuclear power generators, as one nuclear power generator is the equivalent of 2 of those. So the transition, the transition from those to the nuclear generators is going to be a bit of a nightmare. January 27th. Oh my gosh, we've still got 6 days. Goodness lordy lord. And it looks like the FOJ heat track has gone off. 2 minutes and 37 seconds until the investigator arrives. Some cool animation in this game. Very cool animation in this game. Okay. Good. This is going to be slightly more aggressive, this room here. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm certainly going to try and make people suffer as much as I can. What should I research? See, I'm toying about here with slightly better weapons. Whoops. That was the wrong key. Yeah. 1 minute and 45 seconds until the investigator arrives. There's not much I can do about that. They're definitely coming. This room here I'm going to improve completely. This is going to become the sleeping quarters. We'll get rid of this and we'll make the food options a lot better. Probably stick a couple of beds in the corner there. 0 suspicion, 0 skill, 0 resolve. Level 2 agents have got no chance on our base. They're never going to make it through unless I specifically allow them. So I think when these agents, if there are any, come in, I'm going to ignore them and then interrogate them all. Intruder protocol, distract. That's the one I wanted to do and originally did do, but it does cause that little problem that I told you about.
We have captured an
Have you
agent.
captured an agent? Oh, nice. Let's go and interrogate this agent. Agent, tell me what you know. What do you know? What is the secret? What is the secret ingredient in the KFC chicken? Tell me. What do you know? I'm having a good idea here. I'm moving those so I can expand the prison and put 4 cells in there. That's what I'm doing. If I can remember where the button is. There it is. Well done, that man.
A scheme
So all we
has
need to do is
succeeded.
expand that by 1, cover that by 2, move that forward by 1, shift everything about, get rid of those silly little decor items, and then this is going to be a 4-cell prison. And that, my friends, is a game changer. Oh, yes, it is. So I'm purely clicking on these things just so they go away. I'm fed up with seeing the notifications. Mishka! You've got Mishka! Now that's weird. I'm kind of feeling like... Because I distinctly remember putting Mishka in... in the Let's Play that I just recorded a minute ago. I'm a little concerned that I'm on the wrong game save file here. I don't know. I could be. I might not be. If I put Mishka in before I hand over to myself, then this is the wrong game save file. But you know, it's not that a million miles away from where we are, so I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's the right one. Absolutely certain it's the right one. Well, not certain. That's the wrong word to use. Hoping that's the one. I hope it's the right one. Okay, so we're going to fill in the wall here. We're going to put 2 more prisons, 2 more cells in the gap here. In. Yeah. Yeah. I've been taught how to say that properly. Because I Frenchified it. You know what I was saying earlier about how the French really enunciate their words? Yeah. I was supposed to. Une. Deux. Till I spoke to a friend of mine who speaks French fluently, and he said, what is this? It's deux. 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 Not deux. I don't know if he was insulted or thought I had a speech impediment or something, but yeah, so I've been corrected. It's deux. Deux. Research! Oh yes, this is very good. This means that we can now start unlocking or upgrading some of our bases.
Not enough gold
to
complete this construction.
Oh, that's weird. I am researching that. Okay, that's concerning. Either I'm researching it and I haven't activated it in my base, or this is the wrong game save file. I'm concerned. I don't know what the situation is. Right, okay, not to worry. Whatever happens, I'll make it right, guys. I'll fix it. I'll fix it all. We're still in January. I can't believe we're still in January. I've been talking for hours. We're still in January. Yes, I'm going to move the training area. Yes. Very exciting. Right, here come the agents. We're going to interrogate these agents.
And distract this intruder.
Distract this intruder.
Locate and distract that
Distract that intruder. See, another great example of drag, click, distract. Why am I distracting them? I need to interrogate them. Have I forgotten that I need to interrogate them? What's going on? This is very silly. Very silly behaviour indeed. We are going to have 4 cells in a minute. Maybe that's why. Maybe I want to distract them temporarily until I've got 4 cells built. I don't know.
A scheme has succeeded.
I actually don't know what's going on in my head. I'm watching myself play and I'm thinking, what the hell are you doing, dude? Come on. There's a weapon site on the world stage that needs investigating. Let's go get it done. Come on. Come on, dude. You know you want to. Click on the world stage. Let's go get it. Yeah? Let's go. Chop, chop. Let's go. Please. Yes. Right. Now, I don't know what that does. When you click on scientist, then only a scientist comes and works at that table. But what difference does that make? I really don't know. Obviously, a scientist has to come and work on the station now.
A scheme has succeeded.
But what does it do? What is the difference between the two? Answers on a postcard, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts on what the bloody hell difference that makes. I think there are some times where scientific research needs to be accumulated in order for you to unlock something, like a new weapon or something like that. So I suspect somewhat that it's something to do with that. That's all I can think of anyway. I'm sure one of you will tell me the answer, or I'll stumble into a solution at some point. What I won't do is Google it and then pretend that I figured it out myself, because I hate it when people do that.
You're running out of gold. Maybe
It's called lying.
steal some from the world.
It's not in my nature. So, upgrading to level 2 I think is the key here, isn't it? That's the main thing that needs to happen. What's this? Arc enemies. Ballistics, have your minions sabotage one of the test sites to see who worked on Havoc. Yeah, do it. No. Go back and do that mission. Why didn't you click on it? So this needs to have a broadcast strength of 2. Yes. So you need to upgrade it. And you've just unlocked the ability to do it. Or you're researching the ability to do it. I forget. So yes, we can cool that down, then we can upgrade it to level 2, and then you can do the mission. Good man. We're getting there. January 28th. 5 days to go. Good stuff. Lots of agents milling about. None of them... Yeah, see, look, Resolve is going down. Don't worry about it. They're only level 2 agents. Even level 3 agents, 5 of them can't get through our security system, so don't worry about them.
If you see them.
Don't even worry about them. Don't panic, Monsieur.
If you see this intruder, ignore them.
Ignore them. Oh my gosh, come on. Uncover Havoc's true location. We've only done 18% out of 100. How long have I been talking? All this chitty chat stuff. We got 17,000 in the bank. Don't waste it on... No. Don't waste it on power. We've got power. We don't need power right now. What we need is to go onto the world stage and do stuff there. Holy coconuts. Go to the world stage and do stuff there. Please do stuff on the world stage. So even though I don't know what I was saying at the time or what I was thinking at the time, I can see that I've been distracted by a million things, and having to talk and play at the same time is hard. It really is tricky, and it's so easy to get distracted by something, especially when you've got a head injury like I do. And getting distracted during the middle of a sentence is something that unfortunately happens to me all the time, and there's nothing I can do about that to stop that from happening. And I can really see it manifest itself in the gameplay here, because on the world stage there was an opportunity to do one of the missions that we need to do, and I chose not to do it. For no good reason whatsoever. Plus we need to upgrade some criminal networks to level 2, which is essential to complete the next part of the mission. So come on, dude, get on it. Who gives a toss about these guys? Yes, okay, fine, we do still need to interrogate 3 agents. I appreciate that, but can we not focus on them quite so much, please? Yes, 102 minions. We're about halfway through. What you gonna do, dude? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it come for you, bad boys, bad boys? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys, bad boy? I can only ad-lib and fill so much, man. Go to the world stage. What frustrates me is I can't even come out of this, because if I do, I'll lose my spot in the video, and then I won't be able to sync everything up properly. I did it earlier with the previous episode, and it was a bloody nightmare to fix. So I don't want to do it again. Why are we freeze-raying these guys? We need to abduct them. There we go. At last. Thank you very much. So we'll grab those and interrogate them. I should have grabbed her. Yes, that's correct. Have we got one in the cells already? If I've already got one in the cells, then that's the 3 we need. No?
I will kill this one.
Not the
Only
case.
if I must.
Not the case. All right.
I'm listening.
There he is, getting involved.
You're running out of gold. Maybe spend less or steal more.
Look at that. It doesn't even need to get involved. The boys are on it. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Doom, do, do, do. I haven't heard that song in ages. Brings back good memories. Good memories of bad times.
If located.
Difficult times. Good memories nonetheless. Ah. I see where my confusion is coming from. I was mistakenly presuming or mistakenly understanding that the reason why we couldn't upgrade to a level 2 was because we didn't have enough radio repeaters available, which is why I'm building more. But that isn't the problem. The problem is that the radio signal strength is not strong enough, and that's only something that you can upgrade through research. I understand now where I got confused. I feel bad for me. I wish I'd spotted that earlier. I think a lot of people are going to trip over that little problem. Yeah, you can see me looking at it, trying to figure out why the broadcast strength isn't strong enough. What I need to do is destroy some bases.
Find that intruder and bring them in for questioning.
New research has been completed.
Hunt that intruder found and captured.
Okay, so that's the 2 agents we needed. We can interrogate those now. It's a very, very long walk, isn't it? From all the way down here up to where the prisons are, so that takes quite a bit of time. But that's okay. It's starting to go in the right direction.
Has succeeded.
It's like spits and spats at the moment in this game. Pretty soon we'll have the agents interrogated. Then we only need to investigate one more weapon site on the world stage, and then at that point... Oh good, we've got some investigators coming. That's always good, isn't it? At that point we'll have enough intel and enough information and enough resources to be able to upgrade to level 2 and uncover Havoc's true location. So let's get this done. Let's get the agents interrogated. Can I do this yet? I see, I'm still not understanding that. I wish I could tell myself. I wish I could say, just delete some of the networks that you've got. And that will give you the broadcast strength that you need. So I'm also looking at scouting that region so that I can achieve the mission there. But I just feel like my hands are tied purely because it's not explained clearly enough, in my opinion, how to increase. You can see how many radio repeaters I've got there. That's more than I'm going to need for the entire game. Even in the latter stages of the missions and stuff. So, I mean, that's a little frustrating. But I'm glad that I figured it out eventually, even though it took a while. Yeah, that's what we need. It gives us extra radio broadcast strength. That is definitely what we need. So if you could just crack on and research that. We need 22,000 coinages to make that happen. And you can see the money is going up slowly. So we just need to be patient and click on it at the right time. Oh yeah, good thinking. See if there's any optional income that we could grab. We could do that 60-second things. We could execute a technician for 5 grand. There's a few things we could do. Any second now.
A scheme has succeeded.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. That's happening. We need to interrogate one more agent. And then we need to investigate one more weapon site on the world stage. And then the last bit will kind of happen all on its own, which is cool. There's a bit of research I need to do as well, which I'm not sure if I do that in this episode or the next one. January 29th, 3 days to go. Oh my god. Well, technically, yeah, 3 days to go. Interrogate that agent. and that will tick the
An
box.
agent has been subdued and captured.
Now, it's okay that we've interrogated more agents than we needed to, because it will also increase our intel, and intel is absolutely critical moving forwards. So grabbing the odd agent every now and then, especially when they send super agents, seems to be a really good way of sort of getting involved. But yeah, at the end of the next mission, things are getting very serious. Or maybe even the end of this mission. I can't imagine that this is going to be continued. I think this must end as an episode, and then the next episode will be back recording again. Even though I had to throw away hours and hours of gameplay footage. But hey, I do it for you. Everything I do for you. Oh, there you go. Alright, so everybody is being automatically tagged in these areas. That is interesting.
A new criminal network has been established.
That is interesting, actually. I don't remember doing this at this point. And having just played the next episode on from this one, I don't remember seeing that as part of the mission. Maybe I just set it and forget it. But as they walk into the room, they will automatically get tagged.
An interrogation has succeeded.
Well done.
We have more intel.
Fantastic. That's it. We've ticked that off. Interrogated agents complete. Now we just need to uncover Havoc's true location and research Havoc. And that investigation on the weapon site on the world stage. That's all that needs to happen, guys. 3 very simple things.
An interrogation has succeeded. There's an opportunity on the world stage.
Yes. So we've managed to increase the broadcast strength to 1.
Enough gold
And
to
that's
complete
because
this
we've built
construction.
so many radio repeaters that we've actually, I think, increased it by 1. But all I need to do really is delete
Not
any
enough
one of
gold
these.
to complete this
There we
construction.
go. Finally, investigating the weapon site on the world stage. That'll get that completed. And then we can start researching Havoc. And you can see 28% is already completed. So it's going to put it up to about 30. Oh, man. It's been a long time getting to this point. But we're finally there. It's been awkward and frustrating at times, this game. But, you know, I still think it's a gorgeous game. I really love the attention to detail on every single little item. How are we getting on? Check out the world stage,
Scheme
please.
has succeeded.
Hello, me from the past. Could you please check out the world stage? I am curious. Have we investigated the weapon site or not? Has it even begun? Please tell me something. Please speak to me. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Task complete.
General, we have located Havoc, or part of it. They were so scared of its power, they disassembled it.
Part of it? It? I don't want part of it. I cannot take over the whole world with only part of Havoc. Fine. I have built greater victories on less. Send my troops. Tell them it is time to die bravely for Ivan.
Gaining the information depleted our forces, sir. If we attack now, we would lose.
Then build me forces. Steal loot. Defend my lair. I will have Havoc. Then revenge. In that order.
So that's it, guys. The mission, and it was a mission, I can tell you, is completed. We can now progress and enjoy playing the game again.
Restored.
I hope I never have to do voiceovers for pre-recorded stuff ever again. I have not enjoyed it one little bit, but I thank you so much for your time and understanding whilst we transitioned through this period. Until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Goodbye for now.